Hello and welcome back to another housing video with me, Meoni, for Final Fantasy XIV. Today is the launch of 6.05 and there are two new housing items added to housing merchants, so I thought we'd just do both in one video. So if you go to any housing merchant, this one in the Mist here, and every other housing district will have its own equivalent of this, where there's loads of vendors. One of them is a housing merchant. You can also get these for your actual houses using your like NPC summoning thingy. You can get them for your house, but essentially there are two items. The first of which is an exterior item. We can tick this box, and that's the Coldbare tree, which is for 7,500 gil, which it says a plant bereft of its foliage and thus ill fit to fend off the elements. We're going to get one of those. And also, whilst we're here, there's an interior wall item. So we go to wall decorations and we tick the box and we get Ivy Mural for 3,000 gil. You might have seen these two items on the patch notes specifically, so that's probably going to give you a hint. If you haven't seen them on the patch note pictures, then you're in for a treat. These two new items are quite nice. One of them is obviously a tree for the outdoor space, so that's where we will start first. So let's go over to our FC house because it's got the largest amount of space, and honestly it doesn't matter that it's nighttime because it's a fairly normal looking item anyway. It's not too crazy. So this is the Coldbare tree then. This is what this looks like. If we just quickly what can we pick up? I do have housing limitation problems here. Yes, we'll pick that up for a second. Right, so this is the Coldbare tree. Oop. Okay then, it's essentially a dead tree, or a foliage-less tree, as they like to put it. But I don't know. If that's not a dead tree, what is it, you know? Personally, I think it looks dead. It's alright, actually. If you want to get rid of, you know, having all of those pretty trees that we have here, and you want something a little bit more, well, striking, that looks like it's literally been struck by lightning or something, I could think of worse things. We have Snap to Grid turned on here. Oops. Yeah, it's pretty good. The real question is, does it have collision detection? So let's turn that around to the point where we can actually make use of that if it does. I always like jumping on things. That's the one thing you'll probably find out about me over time, is that I love jumping on things. I like jumping puzzles and stuff like that. So, does it have collision detection? Not on that branch. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so it does have collision detection on the main trunk, but you can't use this as a jumping platform. Sad face is all I'm going to say. It is a cool looking item. I do like it. It's nice to have in the game as an option, but when you have trees as beautiful as the ones that literally are in this video surrounding me, it makes me question if I would ever use it. I don't know. If it was Halloween, maybe? That'd be quite nice, actually, as a Halloween tree. Just replace the other trees with something spoopy and this. But we are limited to the amount of housing slots that we have, even in a large plot. Even though this looks like there's a lot of things, there really isn't. You only get a maximum of 40 things for a large. And it makes it even worse because the place that you have to try and fill with items is even bigger. Right, let's move into the house then for the second item. So far, not bad. And I do like the fact that they're adding stuff to the housing vendors. It makes things a lot easier for people to, you know, actually partake in, rather than, you know, having to go and craft something all the time. Albeit the crafted stuff isn't really that expensive or hard to do. It is nice to have housing merchant stuff. So this is the Ivy Mural, which is dyeable. It says, a plant patterned wall adornment for those who wish to bring a taste of the outside in. So here we go then. This is what this looks like. Let's see, where should we put this? Nice flat wall maybe? I usually use that wall, but let's actually know the walls down there are a little bit. We'll use this. We can. Yeah, it's a shame I can't put stuff there, isn't it? Really. Let's see, a wall. A wall. Upstairs, right? This'll do. This'll do. Completely forgot there was an upstairs bit. Right, so that's what it looks like. So the reason it's like this, and it's very opaque, is because it's designed to look like a stencil, rather than actually have any detailing on it itself. And I think that's quite nice, actually, especially since this is a dyeable furnishing. It's quite high res, actually. It's not too low res, look. It's quite high res for a housing item. But of course, depending on whatever background you've got, you know, this is going to look either really good or really bad, right? Let's see, furnishing color. Let's go through what this looks like in various different colors then. So black then could work on a quite nice white background. Yeah, I can imagine somebody using this actually, especially in a naturey area or a bedroom or something. Just add like a subtle touch. I'm not sure that people would go with striking colors like this, although the pink's really nice, isn't it? I do like the idea of them adding stencils like this of different shapes. That would mean that you'd be able to create other things with those shapes. So hopefully they take this idea and run with it for other items. I would love to have just a set of stenciled shapes so that people could design their own like wall murals. That's a nice color, actually. That Celeste green. Greens are always going to work well with like an ivy type coloration. That's nice as well. Even though the background is quite dark, if we had a lighter background wall, that would look really good. I think that's probably the choice of color I would go for. The deep wood. Maybe hunter green as well, but yeah, it's a nice little addition, isn't it? They're not crazy things. That's nice. I like the turquoise blue, but I'm a sucker for turquoise anyway, as you probably know by now. That's nice too. There's some really good options available. But yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm impressed. Along with the tree outside, that makes another 2 items that are available just for Gil. Hopefully they add more stuff like this, and I look forward to a future where we see more stenciled items. Because the thing about walls is, no matter what you put on them, they always look a bit bare. So to add a little bit of flourishes and flares here and there is going to go a massively long way. Anyway, let me know what you think about these housing items, and I will be sure to see you all next time.